Health is wealth. Greetings. Welcome to another episode of Is This Going to Be on the Test? My name is Joe Burns. I am a post hole digger. I need about 10 minutes of your time, maybe a little bit more. I want to talk finance again. And this is kind of a cleanup episode. This is for items that didn't fit in the other three financial episodes that I did, and also things I really want to hit again. So I'm just going to sort of mishmash my way through this one. May take 10 minutes, may take a little bit more. If you haven't seen the other episodes, the three previous to this, that dealt with your budget, dealt with your banks, dealt with buying a car, you should really go out of your way to take a look at them. Please understand that everything I tell you is my opinion. It's how I did it. It is my opinion. You should also go talk to a lot of people that you trust and ask them, how would you do it? Because your finances are going to be a big part of your existence. I started this by saying health is wealth. I can't tell you how absolutely true that is. That's this idea of if you have your health, you have everything. You know, that's a little overriding, but health is definitely wealth. If you're good, if you're well, if you're in shape, you're not going to have as many problems. You're not going to have to use your benefits so much. It is my opinion, now that you're out of school, it's time to stop acting like you're living in school. You can't live on cheese puffs and Pop-Tarts. It's time to start eating those things called vegetables. It's time to start eating fruits. It's time to learn to cook, because learning to cook is going to save you a dramatic amount of money over going out at night. Keep yourself in shape. Maybe you don't want to join a gym. That's fine. Just go for a walk. There's this thing called rucking, starts with an R, where you wear a backpack. You probably have a backpack from college, and you put some weight in it, like books. And then you go walk with that backpack on. And it adds 20, 30 pounds to your body, and that ups the amount of calories that you are burning. I also believe getting a pet will help you dramatically. Yes, I know it's a debt, but it's so little. It's a cat. How much can it eat? It's a dog. How much can it eat? And you don't need to buy it, the greatest dog food in the world. Pick a decent brand and walk the dog. Play with the cat. The health benefits of owning a pet are amazing. Eat well. Don't drink so much. You're not in college anymore. There's no need to drink 6 beers a day and then on the weekend blast yourself. Also, when you start really worrying about your finances, going out to the club, going out to a bar is not going to carry as much weight, because somebody's going to get a drink and it's going to cost them $8, and you're going to learn real quick, for that same $8, you could have bought a 12-pack at home. But I want to go out with my buddies. I understand. I really do. But you have to ask yourself, going out with your buddies, are they following the same financial concerns that you are? And if they're not, you can't allow another human being to make you spend your money like crazy. Health is wealth. Check your benefits. Do you get a once-a-year checkup or a twice-a-year checkup? If so, take it. Does your dental, if you have dental, does it allow for 1 or 2 cleanings a year? If it does, take it. Use the maintenance stuff. Insurance companies would love for you to take all the maintenance stuff, because if you keep the maintenance going, there's a good chance you won't get sick. And if you don't get sick, you are going to save a ton of money. Number 2, I'm going to lose count of these, but number 2, at least for this time, I talked about choosing how much money you could give to retirement. The one thing I didn't say that I should have was, you're going to be asked by your retirement people, how do you want to invest this money? You're in your 20s, so my suggestion is go aggressive. Aggressive. There's literally something called aggressive. And it's going to put things in that's supposedly going to make more money. Now, it also means it's going to rise and fall and rise and fall. and people get nervous and all that. And when it falls, they're like, oh, I'm losing money. You're not really. Because what happens when it falls is it's able to buy stocks at a cheaper price, which means when it rises, those stocks, there's more in the bucket, so it becomes a bigger thing. You're looking for somewhere around a 7% return, and I've always had it. Now, I'm 54. I have changed mine to a maintenance, but in your 20s, aggressive. Number 3, if you can work a second job, and I said this already, but if you can work a second job, if you're able, you should. You should take a weekend gig where you're waiting tables, or whether you're, working for UPS, just pushing boxes around. If you can take a second job, take it and use all the money from the second job to pay down your main debts. Now, there's going to be a time in your life, 54, where you do not want a second job. And to be honest, you probably can't do it. You'll be so gosh darn tired that it won't be worth living. Because there's always that wealth as opposed to living, job as opposed to life. I'm 54. I care more about life than I do wealth because I've taken care of myself. I've taken care of my wealth. You're just the opposite. You need to worry about your finances. You need to get yourself down in debt as much as possible. And if a second job is at all within your purview, take it. And then use all that money. Don't spend it. Use all that money to do it. Can you, this is number 4, I think, can you reduce your housing debt? Now, I know what some people are immediately going to say. Of course I can. I'm going to move back in with mom and dad. Don't do that. Don't do that. And the reason I say don't do that, and maybe, dad wants you at the house. Maybe mom wants you at the house. I get it. There's got to come a point in time, and after college is the best time. There's got to come a point in time where you look in the mirror and say, I'm an adult. I need to fix my own problems. Running home to mom and dad may save you a ton, but it would be better if you get a roommate, find a different place to live, do something that reduces your house debt, get 2 roommates. Learn to do it on your own, because there has to come a point in time where you split and start handling things yourself. And housing debt is without a doubt the best way to do it. Can you find a cheaper apartment? Can you find a roommate? Can you find 2 roommates? Can you work out a deal with the landlord where you'll cut the grass, where you'll edge, and he'll knock $150 off of the rent? You'll paint, you'll fix, if you have the ability, you'll act as a super, you'll fix things in other people's apartment. Can you get your housing debt down? Because your housing debt is always somewhere near a quarter of your net income. Can you lower that? And can you lower it without going home to mom and dad? If you can, it's so much better. You're an adult now. Fix your own problems. Next one, I think it's number 5. Entertain yourself for free. No matter where you live, major city, smaller town, there's a ton of free stuff. There are museums. If you're so religiously inclined, you're in a church. Become part of the church. Help with other people. Join organizations. Join groups. Go get into a band. Go and watch the free concerts that go on in every single town. Give your time to help other people. Work at a soup kitchen. Work what have you. Entertain yourself as cheaply as possible. Do you need cable? Do you need satellite? Couldn't you just pay for internet access and then just enjoy YouTube or just enjoy Netflix for $10 a month? Don't pay for entertainment. And this idea of, I'm going to go out to the club on the weekends, $200, boom. I bought 6 drinks, $200. $200 is 2 student loan payments. Joe, you're making it sound like you don't want us to have any fun. Oh no, I want you to have all kinds of fun. I just want you to do it cheaply, because I'm telling you, and I know listening to an old person tell you is bothersome. But look, you want to get rid of this debt as much as possible, as soon as possible. If you can kill your debt by 30, your life is going to be rock star. But if you go out to the club, don't worry about saving money, and you get to 30 and you still carry 60% of your debt, you're in trouble. I'm telling you, it's the way to go. Okay? If you are going to buy experiences. Don't buy things. You don't need an expensive car, not right now. You don't need a crud load of clothes, not right now. 3 pair of pants, 3 or 4 shirts, a couple of pairs of shoes, ladies, a couple exactly the same, maybe a couple dresses. That's it. That's all you need. Okay, what do I spend my money on? Experiences. Don't buy things. Buy a trip. Get on a cruise. Get in a car with a bunch of girlfriends or guys and split off. Go sit at the beach for a while. Believe me, it's going to be so much better than having a closet full of clothes with the tags still on it. Or a car that in a couple years you can't afford anymore. Buy experiences. Buy cheap experiences. Don't buy things. Things will come. I own a studio. You can see it. Things will come. But not when you're 20. Buy experiences. Okay? Budget, budget, budget. Set up a budget, as I said, and I think the second of these 4 episodes, set up a budget and stick to it like glue. And all the time, go back, look at it. Can I give a little bit more to this? Can I give a little bit more to this? Your job is to get debt free. And then finally, learn how money works. Just don't listen to me. Go talk to whomever. Talk to your dad. Talk to your boss. Talk to your what have you. Buy some books. In fact, don't even buy the books. Go to the library. They're free. Don't buy, get experiences. But entertain yourself for free. Library. I mean, books and videos and movies and all that, go there. It's free. And on top of that, the financial books you can get will help you. The more you understand how money works, the better off you're going to be. Yes, you've graduated. Yes, you're saddled with debt. But it doesn't have to be the way your life works. Make a point of it. Now, I had somebody say to me, what if you're married? Make sure your wife's on board with this. Make sure your husband's on board with this, because the benefits at the end of it are so good. My wife and I did this together. I was married at 24. I've been married 30 years. But if you can get your spouse on board with this, it really does become a game. It becomes this thing you're doing together. And it really is rock star when you pay everything off. So, okay. Next episode, I'm going to go back to regular, educational stuff. And that'll wrap it up. I'm Joe Burns. Is this going to be on the test? Gosh, I wish it would, but it isn't always.